So you don't have to start right now.
I just did. Are we live? It doesn't say we're live.
Would you like me to?
It says we're live over here.
Getting on my phone.
I was just going to say, I'm going to find my phone.
Cool.
We're live, because somebody will be there.
There's no eyes on it yet, so it's possible that it's set for 4 o'clock.
No, but
There we go.
There we go.
We have a viewer.
That's
Okay,
fine.
cool. Oh, that's
Only
tough.
a minute early, it's fine.
Well, the clock says.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, then it's, you
No,
know.
there's multiple viewers here. Sorry, I forgot the sign. A little discombobulated this morning.
You're also like right on top of the game.
Good morning.
We're early. This makes up for us being late last week.
Okay, here's the deal. Our computer thought it was on GMT +1, UK time, British summer time, and so I set it up for
that.
4 o'clock. And then the computer went, oh, no, it's only 11 a.m. So, anyway, here we are. I'm Aiden.
I'm Christine.
We're Friction Farm. Thanks for joining us for Elevenses, a song of a snack with Friction Farm.
So today, in the kitchen, we have a special guest. I told you that there would be a surprise. We have a surprise. The surprise's name is Todd Hoke. Yay! Todd Hoke in the house!
There aren't any snacks backstage.
Yeah, sorry.
Funny.
So Todd will be doing a song later, as is our Friction Farm custom when you're in the kitchen. I'm burning stuff over here.
Barbara Zimmer says we're out of focus. Sometimes some things can't be helped. We checked the internet speed this morning and it was 0.69, so we might be.
But we moved our thingy outside, technical term there, thingy outside, so it should be a little better. And this morning's snack, because that's what you all show up here for, it's flapjacks. This is not what we Americans might think of as a flapjack. It's a tasty British thing which involves oats, butter, sugar, and golden syrup. We don't have golden syrup. So I looked at the things in our house that were syrup-ish, and it's honey, maple syrup, and corn syrup, because that's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. Aiden, the water boiled. If you would like to pour out some tea, steep some tea, there we go. So what I have in here is a half a stick of butter, a tablespoon of each of those syrups that I just mentioned, and a quarter cup of sugar, which I was going to do brown sugar, but I reached for the wrong thing, so now it's just, sugar.
Just sugar.
Whatever. And you melt all that in a pan. Dissolve the sugar. Cup of oats. And essentially that, if you bake it, becomes a flapjack, but we were at our local orchard, which is, well, hey, the oven preheated. Our local orchard called McGregor's, just 5 miles down the road, and they had apples. So we bought apples, and I thought, oh, I'll put a few apples in. A few apples. But no, I peeled and cut one apple. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a humongous apple. So I'm putting in about 3/4 of a single apple.
2 cups, maybe?
Well, I really don't know. That's a lot of apple.
I'm not sure you can have too much apple.
Well, do you want to taste this apple? I don't remember what kind it is.
Sure.
No, I was going to give you a whole slice. Reaching into my ingredients.
Sweeter than I would have expected.
Really good that you guys can't see all the way back here, because there's just apples everywhere.
It's a good apple.
Good.
I don't know what kind it is, but
It was a new kind I hadn't heard of before, and they said it was good for baking, so I'm baking.
it's
Gotta
not.
follow the apple instructions.
Yeah, it's not tart like a Granny Smith. It's more sweet like a Gala,
Really?
or maybe a mix between a Jonathan and a Stan.
You could offer our artistic guests a backstage snack of a slice of apple.
Hey, artistic guest, would you like a backstage snack of an apple?
It's peeled.
I'm hot. That's hot.
It's peeled?
No, I'm just telling him.
Going backstage now.
We've got to meditate and get ready back there.
That's hot.
I know that's hot, Aiden. I'm cooking here.
Meditating and getting ready.
I understand how the stove works, Aiden.
Guys are in for a treat. I'm just saying, let's see. Susan Bailey's is here, Diana Stone, Bob Oder, Johnny Grady,
Tell Diana Stone what kind of tea we're having.
Chris Kenninger. Diana Stone, we're having Norfolk tea.
Cool.
It's steeping. Oh, yeah, I know. You would have taken the tea bag out already. And again, no milk. And I can't put almond milk or oat milk in tea. I just don't think it would work.
So I just want you to know that Chris is responsible for 3 of the shows that we had in the UK. He hosted one, but also connected us with 2 people who hosted shows, which is awesome. All right.
I didn't get out a mug for the guest that's backstage.
So
Backstage.
while we were in London, we thought it would be a spectacular idea to go do Elevenses at Crystal Palace Park. Is that what it's called? You know, that place. Down
The place
in
where the Crystal
south.
Palace was built and burned.
And so there's a dinosaur park thing there from 1854 where these concrete dinosaurs were put up for the World Exhibition, I think?
World's Fair.
World's Fair. So they're pretty spectacular, but they're a little oddball looking because they don't look like our modern interpretation of a dinosaur. And at first when I showed up, I just thought they were funny. But then I realized that people knew what they knew. So this was what the convention of the time was. This is what a Guitarosaurus looks like. And then, 70 years later or whatever, we find more bones, we have more, ability scientifically to know more about a species. And so a different version of what's normal and accepted sort of appears. And we just didn't know everything before. That's my intro to this song.
Ready?
What if I'm not normal? What if I'm not built that way? All the stars align just right. One decides to strike. Is it always how it's written? Do the heavens get to choose when I get to win? What I have to lose? Run, baby, run. Hide, baby, hide. Cover your tracks. Cover your eyes. 6 years old and turning red. Everyone can see the scars go so much deeper than the lines left on my knee. 9 o'clock on Friday. Everybody waits. I am silent, silent, silent. Free to open up those gates. Run, baby, run. Hide, baby, hide. Cover your tracks. Cover your eyes.
run. Hide, baby, hide. Cover your tracks. Cover your eyes. I am not my mother's daughter, not just my father's girl. I can't escape their eyes and the way I see the world. From the shadows and the fringes, I catch a glimpse of hope, like flowers on a summer dress beneath a worn-out winter coat. Run, baby, run. Hide, baby, hide. Cover your tracks. Cover your eyes. Cover your tracks. Cover your eyes.
Thank you. Ooh, some backstage.
Thank you. An
Applause
audience.
from the green room.
The tea is probably steeped.
Cheers. Again, English
And-
people being horrified.
And from the green room, I might note that he showed up this morning and brought a gift, something that can go in tea. Maybe not at 11 o'clock in the morning, but this is what the guest showed up with. Happens to be my father's mother, my grandmother's favorite whiskey.
Not that he had any way of knowing that, but you know.
I'm not putting it in the tea.
So, would you like to come be introduced to the Elevensers?
Yes.
Entering the kitchen. Now you gotta walk in there. Ah, there he is. He's shy. You have to be encouraging of the. Ooh. Just get a closer look. See, they're okay. Mr. Todd Hoke.
Hello.
Or as he appears on email, the artist known as Thoke. Lately.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how that came about, but
I'm busy.
so he just
Who's
typed
got
really
time?
fast.
Who's got time for all those letters?
Indeed. Will you play us a song?
What he's saying is that he left the odd out of his name.
Ah, it turns out that is what I was saying.
Fantastic! If my name was Todd, I would probably leave the odd out as well. No, I just
No,
thought right
you
in.
leave the odd in.
You know I would. The stage is yours, sir.
Thanks. I'm excited. Be my music stand, since your music stand is holding your laptop. Actually, if you hold it from the top, there'll be less drooping.
Also, you know,
Do you have enough light and all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I probably won't need it.
if you had asked, if you had put it in your rider, there would have been a music stand here.
I have another one. You want me to get it?
No, he likes you.
Is
to
that going to bother you doing that?
Not at all. Can you see it okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. And they can see you holding it, so that's great. So we share some things in common. One is a love for outsider art and unusual creations that folks just couldn't help but make. One that was visited by me frequently when I was growing up north of Houston is the Orange Show. Have you guys been?
Yes.
Your suggestion,
I
we
thought
went
you
to the
probably.
Orange.
Oh, good for me, good for y'all. So the fellow who built it, Jeff McKissick, he was a special delivery driver for the post office in downtown Houston. You can actually rest for just a second. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I felt your. But anyway, he decided he wanted to get an independent business going, so bought a piece of property on the southeast side of town, gutted the structure that was there, had a concrete pad laid, and he was out one morning surveying the property, thinking about the beauty salon, which is what he was going to build, what that would look like, and the money he would be enjoying as a result of that endeavor. And he heard in his head, I assume, the Orange Show, and so he interpreted that as an instruction from something or someone that he should, instead of making a beauty salon, construct a physical structure in tribute to the perfect energy of the orange. Jeff's theory was that if you ate 2 to 3 oranges a day, you could live well past 100. He died in his 70s, so that's how it goes sometimes. But he envisioned this. Yeah, I'll let you know. He envisioned. There's more intro. Congratulations. He envisioned this as a tourist attraction on the scale of a Disney production. Bringing in about $200,000 a year, which in the late 60s, early 70s was a goodly sum. And it never quite became that. It died, it's derelict and decaying, and then some art lovers in the Houston area stepped in and provided some funding to resuscitate and revive it. For those of you who aren't familiar with the citrus family. Is that a nectarine? There's no nectarine show.
No, it's tangerine.
No tangerine show. What was I saying? Oh, so they revitalized the site, and it's become the sort of the mothership to the outsider and folk art scene in Houston, and so it's not what he envisioned, but it I think outgrew and outlived maybe what he thought it would be. So this is my song about the Orange Show, if you would be so kind, sir. Sorry. It starts with oranges, a truckload of stuff, birds cut from iron. 45 should be enough, turrets spinning against the Texas sky. The Orange Show on Munger Road, y'all come on by. Now Jeff McKissick, he was a blue-collar man. He weren't no artist, no, but he had a vision, he had a plan, and it was orange. You heard this? Oh, good. Perfect, glowing round. He turned trash into a temple on barren ground. Nothing lasts forever, that's what the folks all say. Jeff said eat an orange, 2 or 3 a day. And his dreams were big and mighty, they never quite came true. But he left behind an orange show for anyone to view. Oranges, flags beautified, steam engine spins the wheels around, tractor seats, tractor wheels. Some he bought and some he found, and he had sayings about Indians and clowns, about energy and purity and chemicals the sea left in the ground. Jeff thought he'd done it, and he knew the crowds would come and leave their money. 200K a year, and some folks came by, and they scratched their heads and wondered at this thing Jeff had built down on Munger. Nothing lasts forever, that's what the folks all say. Jeff said eat an orange, y'all, 2 or 3 a day. And his dreams, they came true, but he left behind an orange show for anyone to view. Oranges. So down in Houston, a few blocks off 45, the orange show rolls on. Still very much alive, a hub, a vision of community and art grown from the sea working, dreaming heart. Nothing lasts forever, that's what the folks all say. Jeff said eat an orange, 2 or 3 a day. And his dreams were big and mighty, they never quite came true. But he left behind an orange show for everyone to view. Oranges, oranges, oranges.
Oranges.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
That was the perfect
That was
story.
Todd Oak.
So on Todd's recommendation, we went to the Orange Show, and it is a spectacular place. I forgot about all the sayings that he had that were pretty delightful. But and then this whole neighborhood, it just become like there's all the mosaic-y sculpture things, and
I'll go back after this is done, and I'll put it's theorangeshow.net or something, but I'll make it easy for you, and I'll put a link in the comments when we're done. Yep.
It's cool. It's worth a visit if you're in Houston. Even if you're not in Houston, if you're, within, I don't know, 600 miles. It's like if you're in Southampton and you want to go to Edinburgh, it's right up the street. No, Bob, we did not, or Donna, we did not have oatcakes in Scotland, I don't think. Do we have oatcakes in Scotland?
no,
Should have.
We did have homemade granola at the farm from local oats, Scottish oats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So the flapjacks have another 3 minutes and 31 seconds, so we're probably not going to stall that much time. We'll report later.
I could have done a longer intro.
You do an outro.
Yeah.
Well, so next week we'll be gone again.
Oh.
We'll be in New York somewhere. So I don't know, if you happen to be a musician in the Capital District, give us a call. Maybe we'll have another guest for Elevenses. I don't. We must know someone.
And hey, Julie Sills, we're going to be up in your neighborhood-ish.
We're going to be in
Middleburg.
Middleburg on the 2nd of October, which that's correct if that's
Is
a
it the
Sunday.
2nd? I think it's the 3rd.
Okay, then the 3rd,
Maybe it's
then
the
whatever
2nd.
the Sunday is. The Sunday in the afternoon at W. Whitman Books of Middleburg.
Which is a very cool bookstore, by the way.
And this Sunday we will be in Burke, Virginia. So if you're, that's on the southwest sort of greater Washington, D.C. sprawl kind of area. If you're from that area, please come and join us for either a service in the morning or a concert in the afternoon. Bring the kids. It's going to be that kind of thing. That's all I got.
Cool. I don't have a sign. I left it in the other room. Sorry. We were discombobulated this morning. I blame the whiskey.
The thought of
We didn't have any whiskey yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining Aiden, Todd, and myself for Elevenses with Friction Farm and Friends.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.